Hello all my nursery friends, welcome back to a new nursery video for this week. For today's video we are going to start off with a story from my Bible. And I am going to open it up and I am going to go to the story called Jesus Feeds 5,000, and this story is by Matthew, Luke, and John. So I'm going to start off this story like so. Are you ready? Jesus saw a large crowd. He felt deep concern for them, and so he healed their sick people. Late in the afternoon, the disciples came to him. They said, "Send the crowd away. They can go find food. There is nothing here." And Jesus replied, "They don't need to go away. You give them something to eat." "Here," spoke a boy. "He has 5 loaves of bread. He also has 2 very small fish." "But how far will that go?" Remember, my friends, there's 5,000 people and only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Jesus told the people, "Sit on the grass." He took the loaves and the fishes. He gave thanks. He broke them into pieces. He gave them to the disciples to set in front of the people. When all of them had enough to eat, Jesus said, "Gather the leftover pieces. Don't waste anything." Look, Jesus made enough food for all of the people to eat. The disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftover pieces. The number of men who ate was about 5,000 women and children. Wow, that is a lot of people to feed. And that, my friends, is the end of our story about how Jesus fed 5,000 people. So my friends, Jesus was able to take 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. He gave thanks to the Lord, and the Lord was able to make him 5,000 pieces of his fish and bread to feed all the hungry people. And that is such a wonderful story and a wonderful thing for Jesus to do, that we are going to do our craft about it. So we will be able to feed 5,000 people too, for giving thanks to the Lord. So friends, I've already mentioned he made bread, and he made, what else did he make? He made lots of fish. So we are going to make a fish today to give thanks to the Lord. So our fish is going to be super easy to do. You should be able to do it with not too much help, which is wonderful. We love independence. So all the materials that we will be needing today are, we're going to need a blank sheet of paper. We are going to need some glue. We are going to need some scissors, a marker or 2, and the last thing, which is the most important, is we are going to need some cupcake liners. So hopefully you have some of these in your pantry. I have some pastel rainbow colors. It doesn't matter what colors you have, if they're small or big, anything will work to make our fish. So friends, for step 1 of making our fish to give thanks to the Lord, is all we're going to do is we're going to take our blank sheet of paper. I'm going to take my scissors, so your parents or whoever is helping you may need to give you a little bit support for this step. all I'm going to do is I am going to cut my sheet of paper into an oval. So an oval is kind of like a circle, but it is a bit longer or flatter than a circle. So we're gonna cut it just like this. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, and this is my oval, and that's gonna be the base of our fish. Okay, so for step 2, my friends, now that I have my oval, I am going to take some glue and I'm going to put glue all over my oval, leaving a little space on one side of my oval so that we can put a fish's face on it. So the glue is all over one side of my oval, as you can see. And we're gonna move on to step 3. For step 3 is the really fun part. So for step 3, we're going to take our cupcake liners. So I'm going to take some, let me start off with a little bit of green. I'm going to take one cupcake liner. One cupcake liner, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it. So I've folded my cupcake liner, and so these cupcake liners are going to act like fins and scales for our fish, right? So I'm going to take my cupcake liner, I'm going to take my oval, which is going to be my fish, and I am going to paste my cupcake liners. So there's one. I'm going to paste cupcake liners all over my fish so it starts to look like a real fish. So I'm going to put it all over the body. I'm going to put one at the top, one at the bottom as its fins. Just like that, my friends. Okay, friends, it's really starting to look like a fish now. Here it is. Look, I have all my cupcake liners beautifully aligned so it looks like a fish. I got 2 fins up here and a tail at the back all in yellow and a lot of multicolored scales. So for step 4, and this is our final step to make it really look like a fish, is all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an eye and a mouth right here so that we have a face for our fish. Okay, friends, so here is my completed fish. All its scales and fins and its little face. So now that you have completed your fish, you can tell your family all about how Jesus fed 5,000 people with his bread and his fish. And how did he do that? He did that because he gave thanks to the Lord. Okay, my friends, I really hope that you liked this video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you again next week for a new video. Stay safe and stay happy. Goodbye, my friends.